Marsh.
Mr. Minister, this is in your honor. Mr. Minister.
Hello.
Hello, thank you for coming. I have 12 minutes to try and grill you. So first of all, not very often you go without a tie and a jacket. How is the feel?
Great, thanks a lot, especially today.
It's quite human. So can you share with us what is your very initial impression of what's going on in Israel? You have been here already for 24 hours?
I arrived over the night. Yes, on Monday morning. I arrived Monday morning.
Today it's only Tuesday morning. Yesterday you were in the morning in the Technion, right? In Haifa, in the Technical Institute of Technology, the Technion. What is your impression?
Oh, I mean, I spent 2 days because I arrived on Sunday, to be fair.
Sunday, okay.
So I made the Technion, JVP yesterday, a lot of discussion with investors. We had a meeting with investors and business people and so on. I mean,
you are working too hard.
Yeah, but my impression is very simple. A lot of energy here, a lot of energy, a lot of young people, and I have to say, a lot of risk takers, which I think is very important. A lot of risk takers.
How long you are in the job?
Sorry?
How long you are in the job?
Slightly more than 1 year.
1 year. You've been to the Far East?
Yeah, and Far West.
And Far West also. Okay, now you see the Far East, you see Israel, you see Europe. What you guys are going to do in Europe?
I mean, I think the situation is very different. In Europe, we have a lot of innovation as well. Just to give you some figures, especially for the French ecosystem, we are the first country in terms of startup creations in Europe. We create between 1,000 and 1,500 startups every year in France.
Really?
Yes, and it's changing. And you know, Yossi, something that a lot of people forgot is about the word entrepreneur.
You know what is entrepreneur?
I mean, that's a French...
Entrepreneur is how Jewish mother call her son who is unemployed.
Okay, so we want a lot of entrepreneurs in France because we have 10% unemployment and 25% for young people. So that's a political solution we found indeed to fix the problem. So I endorse your statement.
Yeah,
but never forget that entrepreneur is a French word.
It's very difficult to spell it, you know.
Yeah, but it's a French word.
It is, yeah.
It's not an English one.
To give you guys credit, actually people don't know it, but the whole connected phenomena started in France in the 70s with a service which called Minitel, which was maybe 40 years ahead of your time.
Exactly, working with some people from here, some people from East, people from Alcatel,
yeah,
and so on. A lot of corporates in this room should be
can all the people from France stand up so we can give you some recognition?
Yeah, okay. So in fact, that's a French forum, yes.
So, Mr. Minister, what is the policy that your ministry is taking in order to encourage the digital ecosystem in France?
I mean, trying not to work too much, because the less the government work, the more innovation can succeed.
I like it.
No, but to be serious, I think we have a lot of assets in France. We have a lot of assets. I mean, we have very good engineers and scientists. We have very great schools, good laboratories, great companies. I mean, all this entrepreneurship I mentioned and all these startups, we have large caps, a lot of successes. And the problem, if I had to recap, for me, is the fact that we locked many sectors by regulation for very good reasons. But we locked a lot of sectors. And in fact, insiders over the past decades, just captured potential growth of the country. Always for good reasons. And these insiders are those who succeeded in that period, sometimes politicians themselves, sometimes civil servants. So you have a sort of coalition of insiders. And today, the main challenge to me is just to open the window for outsiders. A lot of young or elder people, but people with new ideas, actual outsiders, those who want, to take risks and change the model and disrupt the model. Because, everything is accelerating. So if we just live with the insiders, even if they are outstanding, they are overprotected today. So I want more risk takers in France, and my job, and my job is just to enable them to disrupt the model. And I have to say, for me, the best achievement is to have these newcomers replacing existing companies, creating new jobs, more investment, more innovation, and having these people replacing me. I think the business of an economic minister and an innovation minister is just to be replaced.
The mayor is joining us. Mr. Mayor, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Huldai.
Mr. Mayor.
And Mr. Mayor, I would like you to meet. You met the mayor? Mr. Mayor, come and join us. We are doing a fire chat. Microphone for the mayor. Shalom, בוא תשב. Yeah, you have to change the temperature, the climate in this city. You know, it's a terrific city, but you have to do something about the climate. Mr. Macron, answer the following question. Mr. Macron, today in the news, they say that Mr. Huldai is going to run for the national politics. He's deserting us, the people of Tel Aviv, and he's going to run on the national ticket of the Labour to be the prime minister. What would you advise him?
I have no advice to be given, honestly, because I'm not supposed to be a professional in politics.
Hey.
So,
Mr. Macron,
My father told me not to spoil good stories, so I'll not reply.
We are not interested in the facts. We want good stories.
But my advice. But we met. 2 days ago. It was a great meeting, and he seems to be a risk taker. And given his life experience, he seems to be a risk taker. So I have the same advice. I think we need risk takers, and definitely he has to change the state of mind of his party, and we need a strong Labour Party. So, we need you to move forward. But my recommendation would be precisely not to try to become a professional in politics or everywhere, but just to stay who you are, and
this is creativity and innovation.
Just to keep taking risks and try to change everything, even if you have to lose a lot of things. But I know that's your state of mind.
Okay.
Mr. Macron, may I ask you a personal question?
Personal?
Not you, Mr. Macron.
Macron,
You, I know, how old are you? How old are you now?
I am wrong.
37.
You're Macron.
37. 37. Next year, I will be double the age of you. 37, and you already made it
But
to...
you know it will not last, so that's not a good argument.
37, and you made it to the cabinet of France. Not bad. What else you have to do in the next 40 years? What is ahead of you?
I can try to take Tel Aviv. Could be a good option if he decides to stop here. And if you accept me. No, I don't know. I don't have this kind of projects. I just want to deliver and to try to think about that. 3 years ago, I had no clue about being here today as a Minister of Economy. So I think the best thing is probably not to have this kind of projects, because you can be captured by, this kind precisely of projects. You are the victim of your own ambition. My unique ambition is to try to move, to move the system. And the more you create opportunities for people, the more you create opportunities for yourself. And if you are good, you can succeed in these opportunities. If you are not good, you can fail. But I have a very simple motto, which is those who don't want to take risk have already failed. And those who will take risk can make a lot of mistakes. But I prefer to do mistakes.
Before we finish and give the stage to our mayor, I would like to see if a French-Israeli guy is in the audience. He is one of the leading entrepreneurs. How do you spell entrepreneur? Do you know how to spell it? I always have a lot of mistakes in...
Entrepreneur?
Yeah, it's easy. Do you know how to spell it? Sure, I also... Who knows how to spell entrepreneur? Raise your hand. You have to do something about your language. You know, it's too complicated. Jeremy Bereby, are you in the crowd? Are you in the audience? Jeremy Bereby, are you here? He's not. Did you meet Jeremy? Jeremy? No. Did you meet him? Jeremy invested in the last 5-7 years in like 500 startups. He's doing it from Bnei Brak. Bnei Brak is the main capital of Israel. Tel Aviv is a subsidiary of Bnei Brak. And maybe if Ron Hulday is doing a good job, they will send him to run Bnei Brak. This will be amazing. And he really can share with us a lot of activities. Unfortunately, the time is too short, the temperature is too high, and you, Mark Goldberg, raise your hand.
I'm here.
Mark, come over. Mark is the man of the world. He was in Palo Alto 8 years. Sit for half a minute. Mark, you have a chance. You know what is going on in Israel, what is in France. You have a chance to give 3 quick advices to the ministry, to the minister.
I'm very happy we had talked about that before and prepared this. Wonderful. So I think one of the key issues, and it's not an advice, it's more a question, is the instability of the legal and fiscal infrastructure in France. I mean, there's a lot of things moving, it's moving in the right direction. But it seems, both from the inside and from the outside, that when you make an investment, you're making that investment with a 5-year horizon, for example. What type of reinsurance can be created in France on the stability of the framework?
This is not short, this is very long, because we need to get the mayor.
Yes, so that's a question. It's not a... You want me to give advice? I certainly could not do that. I can ask questions.
Okay, so Mr. Minister, you answer him?
No, thanks. I think I agree. We have a lot of assets. We need more adaptability, more flexibility, more visibility. That's the spirit of the reform we are doing. But one last word, Yossi, if I may.
Please.
That's his point. In France, what we're trying to do is to reduce cost of failure. I think it's key. Because if you want more risk takers, you need to reduce cost of failure. That's what we are trying to do. The second thing is that we will and we want to celebrate much more success people. That's why, Yossi, given the fact that between the third and a half of this room is made with French people, I invite you to organize a DLD in France, in Paris or in Saclay next spring, because you will see the dynamic of the French ecosystem, and you will bring your energy and your spirit in France, because in order to finish the job, we need your energy. We need, this kind of how to think big day one, how to take risks, and you have that. So we need part of your DNA, if you accept, to bring it with you in France. So let's organize a DLD next spring in Paris.
Good, Mr. Minister, thank you very much. Mark, are you going to vote for him next election?
Do you want me to ask him if he's going to be a candidate? No, but June 16, 2016, Yossi and myself are organizing Kinornet in Avalon in Burgundy. Okay?
Good. Thank you very much.